United by fate. Sir, we're holding an evening of prayer this afternoon. Plenty of people are here. They're praying, but also talking and laughing. I haven't seen anything this heartening in our city for a long time. It really brought the community together. Yes! Damn right I'm glad to hear that. Haha, suck it, Londoners. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Frostpunk. I'm your host, the Birdman, out as Falcon. We are headed towards Day 17 here pretty soon. We have the Londoners that we're dealing with now, which is a band of misfits, the scoundrels, whatever name you want to use with them. They're literally scumbags when you think about it. They're trying to make a movement to go back to London and take some people back with them. We got at least 13 days to convince people not to leave with them. So that tendency has to be dropped a bit more. We also have to make homes livable in about 1 day and 14 hours. The upside is that my scouts came back, and they brought a lot of good stuff with them. You see all the wood that we have now to steal? That's from all these scouts that we had returning, so that helped out a lot. So we have a couple of houses being built out here, and we did... Oh, they got some more followers. They're up to 26 now. And we also did get enough supplies to start unlocking level 3. So at level 3, we'll get the range, so those houses that are kind of like, you know, in the blue right now, which is really cold, it'll help them out to keep them warm. So once that's unlocked, we'll go after that one, and we should be set. I believe we should get it done before 1 day and 24 and 13 hours. I might even, like, it'll raise discontent, but I might even, like, have the workshop. I don't think we have to go 24 hours for that, because we have, like, a lot of workshops. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Other than that, though, I think we're good for now. Got some food coming in. You guys will cook that? Alrighty. It's a matter right now of just kind of like weathering the storm. Again, literally. But this time it's not even about the cold. It's mostly just about these scumbags over here. My own people turning against us and trying to bring the society down. Trying to bring my utopia down here. Is your utopia a frozen wasteland, Falcon? Apparently it is. Apparently it is. That has to be connected, right? Did I screw up the building of the streets again? Why do I always do that? Yep. I absolutely did. It's not even connecting anything. So coal's looking pretty good. I mean, once we unlock that range thing, I think we'll have enough coal for it. As a matter of fact, I might even want to build... We're doing so well on coal. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I also got the... Remember how we unlocked the steel coal thumper? I did go ahead and upgrade it, so we have like 4 gathering houses around it now. That requires 4, but it brings in like 1,000 coal per day, so yeah, it's pretty useful. And soon, and by soon I probably mean even now, let's go ahead and... Don't I have the steel sawmill thing? Steel sawmill, or steam sawmill, I should say, not steel. Requires 25 and 40. Yes. Let's go ahead over here and upgrade you. That's what I said originally would do. Remember how we built this and I was like, hey, once we get that unlocked, we'll just replace it, and there it is, replaced. I would do the same for you, but it doesn't seem like there's enough... There's really not too much wood left over here, so it seems kind of like a waste. What I could do, however, is maybe place one out here, as opposed to that one. So what we could do is, you don't have the range that this one does, obviously. Place it behind the cemetery, you're saying, huh? It's kind of weird. You have a higher base heating rate, though, do you not? 2 to 1, yeah. So I could put you further out because you have a higher that. So what I could do is just move that back over here instead, and deconstruct the one that's down below. So we shall indeed do that. Oh, of course, gotta build a street. Okay, this one seems fairly easy enough, right? Even I can't screw this one up, correct? Okay. And then once that's built, we deconstruct you. Okay, and coal. Right. We have so much coal coming in now that I need to get the bigger storage. Otherwise, it's not doing much for us over there. So resource depot 40 and 20. The depots don't really have to be anywhere too warm, I would say, right? So we just place it wherever we want. Place it like, I don't know, somewhere back over here, behind the cemetery. So every time you come and gather some wood or whatever it is we have gonna have over here, coal, I think, you have to pass by the cemetery. At least you get to see your loved ones. Well, not see them, but you know, pay your respects. So I guess that's fine. Okay, the street got built. The little shining yellow thing was kind of worrying me, but I think we're fine. So only one person homeless. We'll try to take care of them soon. We're about to get a mechanical calculator. This worries me. If I miss this right here, this promise, we're in trouble because right now we're not really in the situation to be misleading people. What's the problem here now? Oh yeah, the storage capacity. Yeah, I know. That's the reason why we're building the storehouse. So we have it built. Don't run. Stop. Coal. Aha. All right. So now with a bunch of coal, we could do the range thing and not be too worried about it, and the mechanical calculator unlocked. So now we could come down over to range, which is what we really want first. That requires 60 and 40. It's really asking a lot, but it'll be worth it. We could also now do the houses too, which will give us a bigger boost as well. And then obviously you need people here working. So 14 freed up workers there. We use 10, and then you, my friend, can now ixnay away. Okay. I told you guys last episode we would turn this around, and I wasn't lying. It looked very, serious for a second, especially with these scumbag Londoners, but I knew we could turn it around. I knew we had the resources coming in from the scouting parties to make it all happen. So for all of you that doubted me, that's what you get. That's what you get for doubting the Birdman. Medical outpost, so how many people do you have here? 2, 4, 4, and 3? They'll be out pretty soon. How many people do you have? 12, 13. Let's give them a bit of a food ration because we're about to max this out. We'll also need a resource area for food because we're doing pretty good on food, oddly enough, too. So that's fine. So how many patients do you have? 4? And then you have 2. It's saying we have... So the other medic house probably has the other sick people? Yeah. Oh, but 3... Oh, they're going to be done pretty soon. Okay. So that's acceptable. And you're doing the range upgrade. You're at 15% already. Yeah, we should easily be able to make this happen, I would say, before this deadline. And I'm even considering it might raise discontent, but I might have those researchers work overnight if it feels like we might not make it happen in time. We should, but just in case, we'll have them work overnight. So, let's see about this Book of Laws now. So we have the House of Prayers, we have shrines. This seemed fairly intriguing to me. Apparently I can build shrines that don't have to be manned, to my understanding, but they raise hope of people working nearby them. And they apparently increase the efficiency of workplaces. So, it's not a bad thing, I would say. You have to build 3 of them. Now, of course, what do you require to be built? 10 and 10? That's not bad at all. We might do that one. There's also the evening prayer. After introducing this law, we have to wait a day and 12 hours, but we get evening prayer, the House of Prayer, and the temple. Each use raises hope and lowers discontent. Might not be a bad thing, having 2 prayers. Especially with the discontent, kind of a little bit up there still. Hope will rise and some Londoners may mend their ways. Oh! Yeah, okay, that's all I needed to read.
Hear me. New law.
Group prayers will strengthen the bond of our community. Good, that's what we need. We need faith, right? That's what we need. So, that's the House of Prayer. Is it gonna cost me 20 food rations? I mean, we're maxed out, so go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, that's right, and speaking of food, since we're maxed out, we might be able to get off of the soup system, too. Before we do that ration thing, let's do the ration thing first, but we might be able to get off of that soup thing, which will, again, lower discontent a bit more, I imagine. So, evening prayer. Oh, look at that. The tendency is now gone. People are hopeful enough not to join the Londoners. Yeah. Alright. Turn this around. Where's my other House of Prayer? I know we have one here. So, both of you do the same thing, so 2 days cooldown. Cool. And because we have excess food, let's find out what happens if we go back to regular food as opposed to the soup. We'll see if we can still upkeep enough food to keep everybody fed. So, the problem is finding my freaking cookhouses. There it is. So go to standard meals for a while. I want to see if we can, I think we should be able to do this. Like 10 more? It's only 10 more? Yo, 10 more is nothing. We could definitely upkeep that. This is my hothouse, which grows food. I know I have another cookhouse, which is right over here. So yeah, go back to standard meals. Lower discontent some more. Alright, I'm not gonna let these stinking Londoners beat me at my own game. This civilization here is my game. They're gonna beat me at it. So that's good. See, food ration's completely maxed out. We should probably really... we could have the extra food here. Does the food, expire if it's raw? Why does it say less than an hour? Before it goes bad? Should we really build I guess we should probably build a... Yeah, I'll do it. I have the rations, or I have the resources for it. Let me build a resource thing for For food, I guess. It's gonna cost me a couple of steel, though. Might want to get rid of that steel one and give him the stronger one. We'll see about that. So, over here I'm having a couple of storehouses, right? So, we'll build that one over here. And connect that. And that'll be for food once it's, built. Alright. I'm liking the fact that that Londoners thing is now, you know, tendency gone. And we have a lot of coal. And range upgrade. We're not going to get it done, I would imagine, before the end of the day. So, we're going to cut close that promise that we made. And that's like, I imagine, the evening prayer right now. They're hearing the bells. Alright, so let's just have them speed up time to for now. Oh, and scouts have reached the American camp. There's not a living soul in the camp. We found about a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them are disabled people fitted with prosthesis. Hey, well, at least it could work for us. Starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn, but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Oh, really? So we're gonna... Oh. I was hoping we'd legitimately get prosthesis for my people, because I could make them myself. I need to build the factory, which I've been putting off because I've had, like, no more important things to worry about. I was hoping we could just get some prosthesis off of them and put them into our people back home, but I guess it doesn't work that way. We get a steam core, though, and 71 steel, which is fine. You're not going to come back home yet. Go over to the temporary settlement for now, which is fairly nearby. And we'll see how that goes. Okay. Yeah, we still have 5 amputees over here. They need that factory for the prosthesis. I wonder if that would also lower discontent. It might. Alright, so here's what worries me. The make homes livable. We should be able to get it. I just need to get these people back working. So we got a lot of extra sick people now. Oh wow, you know at this point we're not going back up anymore. See, the next temperature thing after day 21 is going to be 2-level drop? Oh man, those scientists weren't kidding around when it says it's going to get colder. A 2-level drop, huh? Ugh. Let's pause momentarily here. Let's see if we can use some rations for the peeps who are sick. You're still waiting for a debuff on 16, 18, 19. Let's make this one happen. And let's wait for them to get into treatment, and then we'll do it so they get the boost as well. And then you guys are here already, so extra rations as well. We'll wait for those in treatment to show up. Which I think should have been enough time now. Yes. Okay. Onwards we go. So here's the workday. We need to make sure that we warm up these houses right now. We have 10 hours to do it. So researchers, once you unlock that, we gotta like push the range out there. We do have coal for this. Let's go ahead and do the sermon. Raise some hope again. And that should be for both of my houses of prayer, right? If I add more of these, do I get like even a bigger boost? Does it work like the workshop? The more you have, the better it is? Because I'm considering making a third one if that's the case. And there's a lot of people missing from over here. Scouts have reached the temporary settlement. Abandoned, let's see. The memory of injustice. The center of the settlement is marked with an upright boulder. On its roughly planned face, someone chiseled the following: "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City." We won't touch the monument, but we decided to dismantle the huts for wood. And we found a fishing village and a walled colony. Got a lot of wood and a steam core. Do I need wood back home at the moment? I don't think I do. No, we're good on that. So you know what? You continue going outwards. Go over to that walled colony. You'll be there soon enough. Researchers, what's the problem here? I need this, range thing as soon as possible, man. 9 hours to make it happen. Come on. There it is. Okay. Range 2. It's being used now, so... Yes! Yeah, baby! So it extended outwards, obviously. So now we gotta keep these houses warm for 2 days, which would easily do. we don't even have to go into overdrive. Now, there's obviously a couple of bunkhouses outside of our range, which, you know, aren't really benefiting from this, but it's okay. At least I don't have to worry about this, like, you know, giving me another hit to the discontent and, like, giving the Londoners even more fuel against us. So, good. We'll keep it at that. And we'll continue researching further out whenever we can. So, for now, let's go to technology, and we could kind of breathe a sigh of relief here. I'm thinking either the efficiency for now, which isn't going to cost me too much, or the house. Let's get the houses out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way now. And speaking of which, you're the Steelworks, and you are Steelworks. I think it's time for me to upgrade these bad boys because we have enough upgrades for them. And that's going to bring in a lot more steel as well. So we're going to go to the steam variety. So 21 and 15. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, because I'm a ding-dong, I forgot to set you up for food rations, huh? Of course. That's on me. That's on me. There you go. Alright. Oh boy. Londoners, if you guys want to leave now, don't even wait the 12 days. Go now. Believe me, nobody else is going to join you while I'm in charge. I guarantee it. Automaton, how you doing over there, buddy? Just hanging out? You know what? I'm feeling... Oh, we have one homeless person. I forgot about that person completely. You know what? I will give him a home once we get the house unlocked, because we'll probably have to finagle some things moving around. So we'll do it then. I think for now what I want to do as well, though, is get that factory and get those 5 amputees up and working for us. I mean, it'll be extra hands on deck anyway, right? So where do I need for the factory? Right over here. So 30, 15, and 1 steam core. We got 7, so go right ahead. Now, what's your base level of warmth? 2. Okay. So you could be out, but not too far out, I guess. Oh, there's a house there. Okay, where do I want this giant factory at? You know what, let's place it somewhere over here. There's already a street set up for it. Why not? So, amputees, I got some good news for you. I know I've been ignoring you for a while now. You think I don't care, but I do care. I care enough that I'm gonna get you set up right now. Look at my charcoal still going up, even with the, increases to everything we've done, so that makes me very happy. And the steam steel works very good. So now the steam, or at least the steel, is going to even increase further out that we're dealing with. And the automaton, I think I see him somewhere in there moving his little freaking... Oh, he's actually building. Look at this guy. I want to see him build, buddy. Look at this guy over here. Yeah, robot and humans working hand in hand for the future of civilization. That's beautiful. And you go back inside, buddy. There you go. That's for you. Yeah, I know. You get your ass back in there and work. All right. And what are you, the factory? Right. So you need engineers? Oh, we're down to 3 engineers, huh? That's on me because I know I have them working labor jobs that I decided to remove because I want to just have some workers. I think I have engineers set up somewhere over here. I got children over here gathering. Is gathering at posts like a good thing for kids? I mean, they're not out there like literally working with saws and stuff. They're just picking stuff and bringing it back home. Is it like a safer job for kids? I'm gonna say it is. All they gotta do is pick stuff up and bring it back home. So engineers, let's free them up. Put those kids to work there. I know I have workers, but you know, I want to have building potential as well. Engineers, off of that one. And get those children over there. All you gotta do, kids, is pick stuff up and bring it back home. I'm not really asking too much of you. So here it is. Now that we have the engineers here, it is going to be chilly out here. Low risk. I could warm you up, I guess, but we'll consider it later. For now, let's see. Automatons? No, I want prosthesis. So each prosthesis will cost me 10 steel each. We need 5. We're at 56. So we could get all 5 of them done now. And since we have the 2 steam steel workshops, we should be able to get our supplies back quickly enough too. So you know what? Here you go. Make 5 of those for me. And give purpose to the amputees of the civilization. They just want to work. I admire that from them. Automaton, you are indeed not working in there. Automaton, get your ass in there. You're going back to refuel, aren't you? Okay. Well, once you refuel, I need you working at the steel workshop, alright? I don't want to hear any lip from you. What's your problem? What's your problem? Storage near capacity. Oh, wow. Yeah, even our wood's doing so great. Oh, both of them are off because of that, huh? Well, you know what that means. Go ahead and add ourselves another Resource depot. And I don't think it hurts any. Oh, it's gonna destroy stuff? Yeah. We have to wait a bit before, because otherwise it'll destroy. So we'll just place you right next to you. And get that street that way. Alright. Believe me, if you're like me and you have like OCD about things where placements of things are, I am not content with the placement of all my stuff. There's just, you know, medical outposts in the middle of nowhere else where all of them are in one side. We have a hothouse over here, a cookhouse over there. I would like to kind of gather everything together, but, you know, I started building and I could go back to it, but before I worry about that, I want to make sure everything's going to be fine, especially with these scumbag Londoners over here eyeing me down. So the house has been researched now, which is great. The problem is, before we can actually hook these people out over here, we need to build the supply for steel a bit higher, so we'll wait on that one for a second. The automaton needs to get back to work. It's going to be the end of the workday, so we're going to have to wait like at least a couple of hours before my steel goes back up. Workshop. Provides up to 160 wood per standard workday. Well, that's true. I mean, we've been relying on the sawmills, but eventually, once the trees are gone, we're going to have to need a wall drill, too. 20 and 10, huh? I think I might do that. But before we make that commitment... Yeah, let's do that one. It's fine. We're eventually going to need some wood from sources beyond trees once we destroy nature. Because that's what we're doing out here. We're destroying Mother Nature. Little by little. Alright. Scouts are out there. One of them's about to reach wherever he's going. Alright, Book of Laws is still on the cooldown. You're over here doing your thing. Workday's almost over. Any buffs that I could do here? No, we're just waiting still. And we have reached the exile colony. Numerous snow shelters. Let's see what we got. Some of exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City, with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to those poor Yankees we buried. Yep. I mean, absolutely, I want to bring them in. Especially because of the workers and things. I mean, we're going to need more houses, but we do have houses already. And, of course, more people working means more production of goods. So, yeah, bring them back in. And you have... What do you have on you? You have wood, you got steel. And we should have the wood depot built by then, so it'll be able to store it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. You're bringing enough things to actually build the houses for the most part, too. So, I ain't even worried about that. Well, what's the problem here now? United by fate. Sir, we're holding an evening of prayer this afternoon. Plenty of people are here. They're praying, but also talking and laughing. I haven't seen anything this heartening in our city for a long time. It really brought the community together. Yes! You're damn right I'm glad to hear that. Ha ha ha! Suck it, Londoners. Look at that discontent go down. Yeah! Alright. Man, things are going pretty good. My next really big worrisome's gonna be at 21. When the temperature drops by 2, then I probably won't be so cocky about stuff, but I think by then we should hopefully have something hooked up here. So, I need wood to be increased. Food, 220. Well, they're eating right now, so obviously it's going to be dropping meanwhile. At some point, we'll probably consider making the upgraded hothouse, maybe even a second hothouse or something. I don't think we need it just yet, but... Oh, look at the discontent's completely just about gone, dude. What do you mean by bad food? I thought I removed the soups. We weren't doing soup anymore. Do you not like the standard meals or what? I mean, take it up with the who's working this area as the kids. Oh, I mean, it is kids working food. Maybe not cooking there properly. I don't know. That should be even lower, though. That should be a no discontent whatsoever. The cold at home, bunkhouse. So we have the bunkhouse over here. Bunkhouse, bunkhouse, and bunkhouse. We have 5 bunkhouses outside of my warmth jurisdiction, as I like to call it. So let's find out if this house will completely take care of that issue at this level. We'll go to people. Requires 35 and 25. It's a really big investment for steel, but hey. Let's see what happens. Oh. What's the problem? Writing on the wall. Let's go back. Captain, someone has defaced the walls within with predictions of doom of our city. This is troubling. People are already fear will share Winterhome's fate, and scared minds, not scarred. Scared minds are swayed by even the smallest nudges. Send a cleric to reassure people. Ignore it. That seems like a terrible thing to ignore. Cleric? Out there you go. And can we find out who did that and, like, kick him out of the city now? Londoners' vandalism. Yeah, these... Look at it. Like, if you guys want to leave, why don't you just go? Oh, we can't go on ourselves. We gotta take other people to our certain debt with this. We're just completely, you know, selfish that way. We can't die alone. Yeah, you scumbags. Speaking of which, how about you guys come over here and build this so I could figure out whether I need anything else for that? That should be enough to keep everything warm on the outside, too. Dude, our discontent's gone completely now. It's awesome. Scouts at freshwater. Let's go to explore. Degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They're a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. As what kept them from starving, they'd look away, then mumble something about eating lichens. I believe you're probably eating yourselves. Do I want to bring these possible cannibals back home? Might sound rough. I'm gonna send them on their way to get there on their own. I'm kind of out here doing some expeditions, you know. I'm sorry to say, just walk that way. You should be able to get home, right? I don't want to go back and, like, have to come back to the Frozen Grove. It's a really long journey, alright? It's a long journey. They should hopefully, some of them will get back. And you know what? I want the people who make it back on their own, I want them in the colony, because it proves to me they're survivors. And this colony is nothing but survivors. Well, survivors and apparently a couple of 26 scumbags, really. So the bunkhouse, or the house is now built. Boom! So, if we replace all the bunkhouses with houses now, everybody should be warm within our range here at the moment. Perfect. Well, guys, I think this is a perfect time for us to wrap it up. We have done amazing! We're heading towards day 21, though, which is going to be the really big next thing I have to worry about. But at the moment, discontent's like gone. Still got to work on hope. But things are looking pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.